Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host Michael Keene. Today's Sunday recap, we are excited because we have been given free money, which we'll talk about in a second. Basically, it's MemeCoin airdrop season. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about though. And how was your weekend, Michael?
It was good. It was Easter, obviously.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we spent
today's
Easter Sunday night. We spent the weekend with the family, and tomorrow is my daughter Ivy's 7th. So it's our 3rd birthday weekend in a row, which was
nice.
You know, it's been intense. Like everyone has to get a whole special weekend with like a million gifts. And
wait, all of your kids are one weekend?
They're right in a row. Yeah,
oh wow.
I guess I probably should. I guess I don't know if I say the exact dates, but we're like middle of March, end of March, and then 5 days later.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is wild. It's wild. It's almost like triplets. We literally almost like have triplets.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing better than that is if it was the same birthday. Like me and my sister, same birthday, just one day.
Right, make it nice and easy. Did you guys have the same party? Like we got to throw 3 parties.
Right.
And these parties are ridiculous. We had one at it's called La La Land. It's like where they have like all these like bounce houses and climbing things and slides. And it was like $800 to have a party for 10 kids there. It's crazy.
It's
pretty crazy. I know. It's like West Boca Raton, Florida. It's, you know, one of the other parties we did for my son, we went to the Phillies had a spring training game down here. So we took him, a bunch of his friends, a bunch of the fathers, and went to a baseball game. And then for my other daughter, we are renting out a movie theater for her to watch Kung Fu Panda 4.
Damn, you guys went all out. That's crazy.
Pretty much. It's a little ridiculous. Yeah. And a lot of gifts. They are lucky. You want to tell them?
Lots of gifts. That is, yeah, I mean, man, I just remember my birthday parties. What did I do when I was a kid? Oh, yeah, our mom would take us to Funland, USA. Have you ever heard of that?
Okay.
It's in California.
Funland. No,
it's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
But yeah, and then one time
I remember I had a couple
I
had a couple Chucky parties, and mostly I think we just had them at the house. My birthday, the middle of summer, yours too, I guess.
Yeah, July. We're both July.
Right.
July birthdays.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and easy. Just have it at the house. Let the kids go out and play.
Yeah, true. All right, you guys are probably wanting to hear NFT stuff.
Yeah. Well, you said we got free money. I mean, speak for yourself.
Okay, no, because you did get airdrop tokens as well. So do not say
okay, let's see which ones I got. We'll see how much money I actually got.
First of all, I absolutely need to shout out Dweed the friend.
Yeah.
On Twitter, he's one of our loyal podcast listeners. And he had tweeted at me, was this yesterday? And he said, did you get your mfer token? Check Base Wallet. And I wasn't even barely on Twitter yesterday. And I was like, what is he talking about? And because he tweeted at me and asked me that, it caused me to go down the rabbit hole. I didn't even know what Base Network was. And so now shout out to Dweed. I have my mfer token. I have my poop token. I have my anime token, which we'll get into.
Let's go.
But yeah, shout out to Dweed. And, basically, I had bought an MFer last year, at the end of last year, and I had bought it to flip, but I guess I kind of bought a local top because it never went back above the price I bought it. So it was kind of
what did you buy it at? What did you buy it at? I forget.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah.
But
because I was thinking, I was like, okay, Jenny's in the cabal. Somebody was like, yo, snag an MFer.
No, I talked to nobody on Twitter. Okay.
She got a whisper.
Okay, no, I had paid 0.59 ETH, which I guess it's kind of around that right now.
Okay.
So, but and I guess it did go all the way up to 0.7 apparently.
Yeah, and the airdrop was 10,000 tokens.
10,000 for one MFer for every MFer that you have.
Yep.
Which I only have one, but yes, I got 10,000. Immediately, I figured out how to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I figured out how to like add the token to my base network in a MetaMask wallet, which I also need to shout out. I saw this great thread on how to do it. Their name is Davey Satoshi and their Twitter handle is NFT Davey, Davie. And they wrote a whole thread on like how to claim your poop token, which was the Doodle token we'll also talk about. And so anyway, shout out to them. I did not know how to do any of that before. But yeah, so immediately I was like, oh my God, 10,000 MFer tokens is equivalent to the USD value was like $1,200. So I think it was like 0.17 ETH. And I was like, immediately I was like, I need to sell half. Like I need to just sell half. I don't even know like if it's going to go up or down, but let me just secure some profits here because that seems pretty notable. So I sold half of it. I have 5,000 left still. And I just figured, I decided to be a little degen, I guess, and just see what happens and just hold on to it. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Also, apparently Poopy also dropped a token that same morning, I guess inspired by Satoshi, and he dropped Poop, the Poop token, which I believe it was a similar thing. I have like 21,050 Poop tokens, which right now is equivalent to like $200. So it really did not take off and is not doing too well, but I'm just going to keep it because I don't know, 200. Although that sounds like a lot in real life, in the crypto world, 200 is not. So it's kind of like, might as well just keep it as a coin.
I have 10,000 poop, and I love, poop is my favorite thing, so I love having poop token. But no,
it's because Poopy. By the way, it's not an official Doodles thing. Poopy, one of the co-founders, just decided to airdrop it, so it's not like an official Doodles thing that they're doing.
Why in my MetaMask is there no dollar value next to my poop? Like there is.
There's not going to be a dollar. Well, so first of all, when you're in your MetaMask, usually you're on the ETH mainnet.
No, I'm in base. Thank you. It's not my first day in
No, I'm not just talking to you though. I'm also talking to other people.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, good.
So you have to switch over to the base mainnet network, which also, in order to swap like any tokens that you get on there, like you have to then send that address some ETH in order to swap. I also learned that. But no, it never says like the dollar amount. It only says the amount that you have, and then you have to like go to Bridge to see like how much it's worth. Or they're also on CoinGecko, and it tells you like MFer coins at 17 cents right now. And then you could just do the math with how much you have. Poop is at not even a penny. It's almost a penny.
Awesome.
And then anime, we gotta also mention, shout out Andy, our producer. He brought this. I don't know if Michael knew this already, but I didn't.
Yeah, Andy, can you paste the address into our Discord chat if you get a sec? Because I want to claim that, see how much I have of that.
Yeah,
not claim it, just pop it up.
Right. So Capsule House airdropped anime token on the base network for their NFT holders as well as other anime NFT projects, artists, and community members in the anime space. So because we all have an Oni Force, shout out Star-Lordy and Ulitra, we all got, 6,000 anime, which currently is, it's really not much. Anime token is worth like a fifth of poop token. So 0.002 of a dollar. It's very low, but nonetheless, yeah.
That's a fifth of a cent. Very nice.
A fifth of a cent. Is that a fifth of a cent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
0.002. Yep.
Right. A fifth of a cent.
Two thousandth of a dollar.
So if you have 6,000 currently right now, that's worth $91. And yeah, so you can. I guess it's not claiming it.
No, you just have to it's in your wallet. It's tied to your address no matter what, but you have to add that token to one of like MetaMask if that's the wallet you're using or whatever wallet to see the token.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to add the token, and it's actually cool. It's an easy process, and like I said, check out the Twitter thread that I
and shout out to Dweed also. He was DMing me and gave me the whole lowdown, and he was like, "Oh, Jenny's gonna be excited." And he said this was really cool, but definitely loving the listeners. I have another story. Crip Jodo was helping me out with something else too. Like our listeners are awesome, but he gave me I got all the links, everything I needed to know. I had no MFer. You remember I sold my MFer at like 3.5 ETH. I remember. So I got the top on that one. I know. I mean, I remember that was one of the few I sold the top. Don't worry, I have hundreds of them in my wallet that are worthless that I could have sold the top. Smiles first.
Oh man. Oh, also, with Poop Token, Pranksy has like a freaking million doodles and duplicators and all the different things.
Yeah.
So, but they literally burned 50 million poop tokens.
Why?
For the good of the token. Like, yes, they could have sold it and gotten money, but they would have completely
crashed the token.
Crashed it. Right. And so I think they, in honor of helping the token survive.
Right. I hear that. Yeah.
They burnt it, which is great because that's less supply.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah. So shout out Pranksy for that one. Taking one for the team.
Yeah. Pranksy's not somebody like that. Like whatever people think of Pranksy is not somebody that has been a grifter and taken a bunch of money from everybody. Like a lot of these other
typically.
Has he?
Well, it's just that
there were kind of those NFT boxes things, but go ahead.
No, I mean just usually he's very like savage and just like sells and doesn't care. Like he's very like smart with like actually making money and which you
can't blame you can't blame anybody for that.
Yes, I'm saying that to me that was kind of like, oh, that's he must really be rooting for or really
they're probably friends. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for him to do that because if it was any other project, I don't know. He probably just
he would just oh, thanks. I hear that. And then on the other side, so everyone's giving all these free tokens, free base airdrops, and then the guy you're a big fan of, Machi Big Brother. I know you're a big fan of his. He did a pre-sale for a token, something about his dog, Bada Bopa or something. I don't even know because that guy, I'm not a fan.
See, I didn't see that, but I saw the aftermath of people. And it's like, I mean,
how could you even? He just got the 11 million from the Ape thing, which is going to be the worst AIP of all time. I'm like, I don't even want to sugarcoat it with this guy anymore. It's too much. Like, everything's just very manipulative. I mean, if you want to hang out with him, whatever, but like, it's not my thing, man. People sent $30 million.
I don't know who those people are, but yeah, Machi is a serial scammer. Like he should not be sent money.
He's just a manipulator. Is that, you know what I mean? Like scammer, and then people could be like, "Oh, well, he didn't actually scam," but he's out to make money. He's not doing anything for the good. I
mean, just read Zach XBT's thread about him. He has he did a whole investigation on Machi. Like, it's not good, and he is not somebody that you want to be trusting in this space. Nope. So
he also hangs out with those people.
There's always going to be people that are gonna, that people are like, a lot of people also sometimes they just don't care if somebody's a scammer or not, or a good person or not. Like
they just think they're going to make money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as it benefits them somehow, like they're in for it. And that's the thing too. I do wish people had a little bit more, like, I don't know, what is it called? Just integrity, I guess, when it comes to who you support with your crypto. But to each their own.
Yeah, it's space has definitely gotten weird. This has actually been one of the more exciting weeks. There's been a few of the last like few weeks where we're like, what are we even talking about?
No,
Like,
last week was so boring. We barely had much to talk about.
I know.
And now this week seems to be all of a sudden the new thing. And I'm curious to see if more projects are going to do this. I mean,
everybody's going to do it. Everybody's going to do it.
So was Satoshi the first person to kind of go and be like, hey, airdropping?
I mean, everybody's been dropping. I don't know. Well, there's also in the last couple weeks, I think there's been like these protocols and websites that are popping up where you can just drop tokens. Like, oh hey, hey, I want to drop a token. You know, like,
fair, very fair.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like, so the MFR token. What is going to happen with it? Like, why would it even be a thing past the next couple days?
Well, I think MFR, I mean, Satoshi, I feel like is like goated in the space. Like, I mean, he disappeared, you know, after he did
people were mad about that. A lot of people call that a rug.
Yeah, because he
was honest about it. He was very honest about it, but it was like $5 million.
He said he wanted to go like the Satoshi Nakamoto way and just disappear.
Yeah.
But he did end up coming back. And I mean, he came back to drop this token, so
right. I'm sure he's making millions off of this.
And I think the MFers, like, they're such a strong community, and I don't know, people really
They are a very strong community. Outer Lumen, her who we had on recently, her PFP's a MFer.
Yeah, a lot of people have the MFer as their PFP. And I don't know. I think even like the token name, it's like MFer, like everybody in the space like used to, I don't think people say it as much anymore, but they used to say GM MFers, like, you know, everyone would just always say that as well. So I think, I don't know why it would take off. I've seen a lot of people buy into the MFer token. I've been seeing tweets about, oh, this will just put in, you know, several $100,000 worth, or, you know, converted to MFer. And I'm like, oh, wow, I don't know. Maybe this coin will take off. Maybe it'll die tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? The life of a shitcoin. One in every, who knows how many.
It's just weird how many there are. Like, and it's not good. But I guess it's the same with NFTs. Like we were like, we felt that glut. We're like, there's going to be so many. Oh, well, there are. They're out there.
Yeah.
You know? But there are like so many coins. It feels weird that there's so many coins, but
yeah, so
doesn't matter, I guess.
If we don't talk about this again, it went to zero. If we talk about it again, it probably did well.
Yeah, and speaking of coins, so listen to probably if you don't hear about it, you can ask us in a couple months. That was nothing. But listen to this guy, this Indonesian student. His name is Sultan Gustaf Al Ghazali. And a couple years ago, I think I vaguely remember this story, but I don't know. But he had 6 years of selfies, and he started selling them as NFTs.
I remember that. Okay,
and he sold them he made like $1 million and did really well. Just this past week, he dropped a meme coin, and it's brought in $1.8 million so far. The same kid.
Wow.
Yeah. He said it's like the second project in his selfie journey, and it's a meme coin. Very smart. Like, yeah. This is very smart. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but pretty wild. And there was
what's the coin called? What's the token?
I didn't look. That's actually a shame. I didn't go look.
It's all
I read the article, and I was like, I'm not buying this thing, so I should have looked though to let everybody know. But you can look him up. Sultan Gustaf.
Okay.
Tell him we said what's up. There was an article in Forbes magazine about Luca and the Pudgy Penguins.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't Forbes Daily. He was on the cover of Forbes Daily.
What's Forbes Daily?
Actually, it was my first time hearing about Forbes Daily. Daily.
Okay.
Digital magazine.
Right. That makes sense. So it wasn't like the actual Forbes magazine. Also, the article is behind a paywall, so I didn't get to read it. I know.
That's so annoying.
But someone shared, there was like a chart in there showing how all the major NFT projects have just like done terribly, and Pudgy Penguins continues to go up. Pudgy Penguins right now is like 2 ETH above the Bored Apes.
Also, yeah, and also, what is the price? Let's check right now. So Bored Apes are at 12.25 currently, and Pudgys 13.8.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, what the heck? Last week, Bored Apes were still ahead of Pudgys, and now all of a sudden, and honestly, I didn't see much like news about this either.
No one's really talking about it. I remember someone, are we going to talk about this? Someone showed a screenshot and like no one said anything. It happened before and it's just,
right.
You know,
it was brief last time, but
the Bored Apes are in a, they don't know what to do. I listened to their Twitter space today. Like,
was it the official Bored Apes?
It was like, it was official Bored Ape. I think they're going to start doing it once a week. It was hosted by Baron and Illa, who are awesome. I really like both of those guys.
Okay.
I just think they just don't know what to do. Like these guys are trying to vibe, Bored Ape Yacht Club vibe, and that's going to work some. And there's a small group of people that are into that. But though I don't think the whole Yuga Labs knows what. Like, I think they're like, ugh, I don't know.
I mean, they recently bought or acquired the Proof ecosystem, which everyone was like, whoa, they're biting off more than they can chew. And it kind of does seem like they're doing, it's like, okay, maybe they are taking on too much.
Well, that one, if you remember, with that one, they brought in a bunch of money. They actually were given money to do that. They brought in like a treasury of like tens of millions of dollars, and they didn't have to pay anything for it. So that made sense just for that, even if they shut the rest of it down.
Right, but now it's like they have to do something with it, right?
They have holders for sure. They have holders.
Hoping that they do something.
Hey, I'm a holder.
Are you?
Yeah, I have I have one of the second ones, like the Oddity, and then I burned that for the Mythic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When's my airdrop for that? Come on.
Hey, could be coming soon with
that's the thing with NFTs and tokens, and it can always be built on like even in the future. Like I mentioned Smileverse as a joke, but theoretically one day if he comes out and he's like this famous artist and he's like, oh yeah, everyone that's got a Smileverse, bam, here's whatever. Like,
or other people, like for example, we mentioned the anime token. That wasn't even Oniforce that created that token.
Exactly.
It was
Someone
Capsule House.
Right.
That was like,
exactly.
Hey, we're rewarding other anime communities as well. And then it's like holders of Oniforce got that token, even though that wasn't by the official project. So other communities, they help each other out.
Yeah, no, I love that's it. That's what's great about the technology. We always talk about the blockchain. You could do whatever you need to do. Like I was telling somebody, Dunkin' Donuts right now should go out and send coupons to everybody that has Starbucks Odyssey NFTs in their wallet.
I saw that they, I don't know if they did this for everybody or if it was just this one person or if it depends on how many Odyssey NFTs you have. But they were like, hey, we're rewarding you with like their regular loyalty point programs that you can redeem for drinks. So I don't know. This one person, basically, they got like 2 months worth of, they're getting like 2 months worth of free drinks, one drink a week, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess they're doing a little something.
Yeah. No, they should. The people should be going. If I was a local coffee shop, that's the first thing I would do. Hey, they don't want you? I don't know.
I don't think local coffee shops know about NFTs yet. Maybe they do.
Nobody really does. I was actually, so you see the shirt I'm wearing? You know this shirt, this V-Friends Kingfisher. Very nice shirt. Handsome, clean shirt. I was picking up dinner at the local Mexican spot tonight. Typical Easter Sunday stuff. Los Pecados. Real nice spot if anyone's interested. Los Pecados, Parkland, Florida. Yum. But the lady was like, are you a charter boat captain or something? I was like, no, why would you say that? And she's like, your shirt. The Keen Kingfisher. She thought I was, and like the logo, she thought I had like I don't know. This story doesn't seem to be coming across funny to you. She thought I had a fishing boat.
Oh, because of the Keen Kingfisher.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, it's a conversation starter.
It is. I said, but I was like, no. I was like, do you know Gary Vee? And she was like, no. And I was like,
oh, then never mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh. I was like, well, this is his NFT project. And like I saw one of the like she literally had no idea what I was talking about. But one of the other guys was like, "Oh yeah, I get it." And he looked at me like, "Yeah." Like,
he's like, NFTs, yes.
NFTs, what a joke. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's a joke. Yeah.
That's funny.
For sure. So check this out. Crip Jodo. So remember last week when we talked about the Ghostface Killer and I spit those sick bars for everybody?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you remember the sick bars. Did you go back and listen to Method Man or anything?
No.
That song?
No,
You
definitely
should.
not.
That song, oh man.
Your
that song
rap was good enough for me. That's all I needed to
yeah.
do.
So he's also a fan. He said that I crushed it.
Let's go.
He showed it to some record execs, but it wasn't going to make the cut. But but anyway, he looked into it because he wanted to get one of those NFTs, and the way to get one is to buy one of Skrilla's Bitcoin NFTs because he's the one helping put it on, and they're only like $40. So I swapped Sol for Bitcoin in my Magic Eden wallet very easily and bought my first ordinal today.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's go. Congrats.
Thank you. Very impressed with the Magic Eden wallet. Very impressed. Swap and sold a Bitcoin. It took a half hour, but I just walked away and came back and it was done. Yep. I also created an Xverse wallet so I would have both. That's the other kind of Bitcoin wallet. But I got my first one. Then this will get me on the whitelist for the free Ghostface Killer one, which I'm not expecting anything from. There's 10,000 of them. They're free, but just for fun. And now I have some Bitcoin though, and I'm ready to kick around in the streets, the Bitcoin streets.
So Magic Eden has ETH NFTs, Solana NFTs, and Bitcoin ordinals?
Yes.
Wow.
They have ETH. I think they have ETH, Polygon, Solana, and Bitcoin, I believe. Let me look to make sure.
So that ought to be the place with just all of the different NFTs.
Yeah, they have, right. Oh, yeah, it's incredible. They have Polygon, ETH, Bitcoin, and Solana. And then you can click all chains and you can look at all of them all together. And it gives you the price in US dollars, the floor price. It's really cool.
So you can convert, because you said you converted Solana to Bitcoin.
To Bitcoin, yep.
Can you convert ETH to Solana on there?
Yeah, you can do any swap you want. So if you create that wallet and send yourself some ETH, you can then swap that to Solana on there.
Oh, I need to do that. I need some Solana.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any Solana, or maybe I do in a different wallet. I don't know. I do have a Phantom wallet, but
you have a Phantom wallet. You could send from Phantom to Magic Eden. That's what I did actually.
Oh.
And that's how I had my soul in Magic Eden. And then I swapped that to Bitcoin, but you can do whatever you want. And the wallet's really slick. The website's really slick. Those guys are awesome. Like it's really
shout
cool.
out Magic Eden.
Yeah. We had them on when they were like just Solana and not really.
Yeah, like 2022, I think.
I know. Whatever. I think it was. Yeah.
Let's see. NFT Catcher Pod.
Must have been.
Magic Eden. Episode 92. It doesn't say when this one is, but yeah, on episode 92, and now we're at 200 and something. So this was definitely 2022.
Yeah. Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yeah, that'd be cool to talk to them again.
Yeah, we should definitely try and do that. They were on Coffee with Captain. One of them was. We had both the founders on. They were like hanging out.
Yeah,
it was a good interview. It was fun. Yeah. No, they are. I mean, they're in the lead right now as far as marketplaces go.
Really? So not Blur?
I think so. Where's the volume?
What? I don't know if I believe that. I feel like
ETH.
I feel like everyone still uses
Blur.
Blur.
It might be Blur. Oh wait, for ETH, but not for Bitcoin. Blur doesn't have Bitcoin.
Right.
And Solana.
Right. Bitcoin or Blur only has ETH NFT.
Right. Blur only has ETH. So maybe for ETH.
Oh, also, this is kind of very recent news as of like a few hours ago, maybe even like less than an hour ago. Betty from Deadfellas tweeted out saying, if we were to have a token airdropped, what would we call it? So all of a sudden Deadfellas started flying off the shelves. Went from like a 0.1 floor to right now it's 0.16. I mean, not too crazy, but people were like, oh my God, I think they might airdrop a token. So now not everybody, but people are buying dead fellas. And I expect more and more collections to, I mean, suspect that more collections will do this, airdrop tokens to holders. But the thing is, I don't think we need every project doing this, because then it makes it less special and exciting. I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's like same with NFT projects, right? Once there were so many, it was like, okay, we don't need everybody coming out with the project. But so we'll see which projects end up coming out with their tokens. But if you have a bunch of NFTs, folks, that you've just been holding on, and maybe you haven't looked at your wallet in a while, consider checking out their Twitter, their Discord, and seeing if they airdrop, or they're doing this whole base token claim.
Go tell them to, because everyone's going to be going into, like, everyone's going to be telling their founder, like, drop a token. Where's the token?
Yeah.
And hopefully some of them will come up with interesting ways to do it. I know they'll like the rarities coming into play with some of them. The MFers, they got like the real rare ones.
I'd like to see length of holding time play into it.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That's a great idea. Rather than people just buying because they know it's coming and getting the same. You're right. Length of holding time is a really good idea to add into that.
It would be nice.
Really good idea.
But also be very careful, because this is the time when people are the most vulnerable. They act really fast because they have a sense of urgency, trying to, I need this latest token. Then they get scammed out of their NFTs. So be very careful and cautious, folks. Take your time, and, double check things before clicking buttons.
Couldn't agree more.
That's my warning.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. The scams are still out there, especially in the quote unquote bull market that we're in.
And I've been seeing a lot of email scams. Like, I've been getting a lot of Pudgys dropping a token. And I'm like, how did they get my email? Like, I don't know. But so just be careful. Those email ones are everywhere as well.
Absolutely. SBF got 25 years.
Oh yeah, he did. That's right. Yep. That's right. So how many years did Bernie Madoff get? Did he get life?
Well, he was old. Let me see. And then he died like real quick after, but let me see.
Oh, did he? Oh, he died?
He was suicided.
Right. But he's probably still alive somewhere on an island. Is that what?
Whoa. Conspiracy theory. Woo, woo.
Wait, he got 150 years in prison.
Yeah, he was like 70 something, I think, when he got convicted anyway.
Oh, wait, he served 11 years and then he died. Okay, I guess that. Okay, really? I thought he died right away. So I guess he served 11 years, then he died in prison at the age of 82. Okay, that makes sense because he was 82. Right. Wow, 150 years. Yeah, and SBF only got 25. Like, what? But weren't his parents like in government or something? Which would
there is a lot. Well, he's one of the largest donors to political candidates on both sides. He was like top couple, and his parents were something, and like something.
His mom is a lawyer, and his dad is a legal scholar and psychologist.
Yeah, but I think his professor was somebody. Who was his professor?
Who?
Let me see. SBF.
I don't know. I'm doing some Wikipedia investigation.
I know. I'm going into like news sites I don't even want to be on.
Wait, was his like girlfriend? I don't even know her name. Like the Alameda girl. Was she or not girl? She's a lady, or a woman, I guess. But did she serve time? Like, what was the situation with her? I feel like I haven't heard of her.
I think she turned government's witness. I think didn't she?
I don't even know. I could look her up if I knew her name, but
Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn. That's all I needed. Let's see. Oh, Carolyn Ellison.
She's living a cush life in France.
I don't know. It says that she faces a maximum of 110 years in prison.
Oh, really?
But she hasn't been promised sentencing. I don't even know.
They're like, just hopefully everybody forgets about her.
Yeah, but I guess nothing's happening. Nothing official yet. Right. So just SBF for now.
Yeah, and so 25 years, he could get out. Like,
yeah, and he's like How old is he? Right now, we gotta look up how old he is. SBF age 32 years old. So,
but he's not going to serve 25
57?
years. He's going to serve like 10 years at the most. And then it'll be like good behavior. Then he'll walk out with $1 billion.
Then he'll build the next FTX and scam everybody again.
He'll come out and drop a token, and people will send him like hundreds of millions of dollars. He doesn't even need to build. He doesn't. They would. Oh, he'll come out as a hero.
The next generation will just be like, wait, what? What did he do?
They'll make a movie about him, just like The Wolf of Wall Street. That guy's a hero now. He goes on speaking tours.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They definitely, he's.
And that guy, all he did was scam people.
He's so cool. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
Right. Jordan Belfort.
Right.
Yeah, he's the coolest guy there is. It's going to be Sam Bankman-Fried.
Okay, but to be fair, SBF does, like, he's very, like, awkward. Like, you can't just, like...
Right, he's not cool like that.
You can't teach somebody to be cool. Like, it's just, you have it or you don't. I'm sorry, but you have it or you don't.
Fair. But I don't know. We will see. Here's something. I guarantee you never heard of this guy. He's very obscure. Most of our listeners probably never heard of him, but I remember him playing baseball in the 1980s. Steve Sachs. I know. He played for the Dodgers. Steve Sachs. I think he played second base. It's irrelevant who he is, but he played baseball in the 80s. So he's probably, however old he is, like 60 years old. But his son was in the military and passed away. Tragically died, I think, in a plane crash in California. And he's raising money for a foundation to memorialize his son. And he's selling this really cool piece of Babe Ruth art. They digitized it, and I think they're trying to get, they're selling them for $1,500 each, and there's 200 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're like a Babe Ruth fan, it's like this really cool piece of art with Babe Ruth and all these other players. It's called Babe and the Kids, raising money for the foundation. So thought it was cool, especially if there's a Dodgers fan, Babe Ruth fan, any big Yankees fans out there.
Wait, Babe Ruth played for the Dodgers?
No, Steve Sachs played for the Dodgers.
Babe Ruth,
he played for the Red Sox and most famously the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I looked it up. Steve Sachs is 64, so you were very close.
Yeah. Yeah, he played in the 80s. I remember his 1987, 1988 baseball cards very, very well.
Are you going to be buying his NFT?
Not for $1,500, but I'll check it out. I like to watch that stuff to see how many they sell, see if it sells out, that kind of thing.
That is quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need to buy anything that's just digital. Like, unless it's really cheap. Like, you know what I mean? And like, now, if I think I'm going to, like, you know what I mean? For the most part, like, if something's a membership, that's a different story. Like, Doodles is a membership. You know what I mean? But as far as, like, just digital, I mean, fine art, I guess, but I'm just not there right now because it's been we've seen so much people just selling stuff and letting it go that I think there's got to be more to it. I need to have a reason to want to buy.
Yeah, it'd be cool if maybe he like gave out like if he did like autographed prints or something. I mean, I guess
or like
him,
or like have so you're selling 200 of them. It's 200 people. Throw do like Dodgers games tickets and meet and greets with people or something. Like do something. So how much is he bringing in? What's 1,500 times 200? 300 grand. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know. For me, I'd like to see, I guess if you're donating to charity, it's a nice thing. I don't mean to poo-poo it in that respect. If you're doing it for the charitable donation, that's not bad. But 1,500 is a lot.
His son,
his son died, but it's a foundation to honor his son.
Oh, okay.
Is where the money's going. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah. And so another celebrity thing. This one's ridiculous, but I was reading this TMZ article. Somebody is trying to sell a cache of Diddy videos. Have you seen this? The whole Puff Daddy thing, Diddy.
Yeah, he is guilty. Guilty in my book.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What are you
trying to do?
They're trying to sell a cache of footage of the rapper, 15,000 files as an NFT, and they're trying to sell it for 425 ETH.
Okay, we don't need that stuff on chain. We do not need that on chain. Like what?
Well, I don't know. They're probably not going to put all the files on chain. The NFT will probably just get you the right to buy
access to the files.
Yeah, the right to have them.
Well, I heard 50 Cent wants to buy like all the dirt, and he's also like coming out with a documentary, like about Diddy. Yeah,
50 Cent is. Oh,
yeah,
damn.
50 Cent. He's taking him down. Let's go,
Diddy,
50 Cent. Take him down.
Diddy was at Topgolf in Miami over the weekend, like on video, like, hey.
Yeah, living his life.
Yeah,
before
I know. You think it's
his
over?
home got raided.
Yeah, 2 homes.
I think it's over for him.
Yeah,
I think it's over.
2 homes. It seems like it. It seems like he's being toppled right now.
I mean, because Cassie sued him, like, was it last year or earlier this year? I forget. But they ended up settling in court.
Yeah.
But so that was kind of like the start of things unraveling. Right. So yeah. But anyway, 425 ETH, they're trying to get that.
I know.
That is ridiculous. That is a lot. Wow.
I know. Pretty wild. What else is going on? Parallel, the sci-fi NFT card game raised $35 million this week. Very proud of them. That's a lot of money.
35 million. Jeez. Yeah.
And then they didn't even drop a token.
Parallel. Okay, Parallel's from like 2021. Like
they've been around.
What are they doing? They're back?
I don't know. I think everyone's, I know, but that's like, who's just dropping that much money? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Funding round. Wow.
Oh yeah, you said documentary. Speaking of documentaries, I read about this actually. NFT WTF. A documentary coming to Netflix. Yeah.
Wait, what?
NFT WTF. A documentary is coming to Netflix. Snoop Dogg, I think Damien Hirst was behind it. Beeple's in it. Like all kinds of weird, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
NFT.
That'd be good, That'd be good for people to get a view of NFTs, if nothing else.
Yeah. Right now we only have killer whales representing. We need more.
Oh boy. We sure do. Anything else going on? Oh, you know what else happened? Swicky. What did she drop? She's doing something. I think in Ordinal, right?
Yeah. Let's look it up.
What kind of
She's always doing stuff, so
I know she is. I know, it's crazy.
Like she's doing the most.
Look at her new PFP. That's one of those inks. You know about that project?
Kind of. Yeah, that's
a nice PFP right there.
Yeah, that is nice.
Pretty cool. Let's see.
Okay, my first inscription, Endless Summer, is now live for public mint until Monday at midnight. Featured as a mural, both IRL and digital AR experience in collab with Art House. Yeah. Gamma.io, GAMMA.io.
You have to do Xverse wallet. They don't have.
Oh. What kind of wallet is it?
Xverse, XVERSE.
Xverse.
I have one, but I don't have any Bitcoin in there. They are $26.25 and probably about $11 in fees, it says. 147 of them have been claimed so far, with 5 mints in progress.
And which is the BTC equivalent of 0.0004.
Yes. 4/10,000ths of 1 Bitcoin.
That's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, the piece is really cool. And she did a mural of it, which is awesome.
Yep.
So shout out, Swicky.
Yeah, so cool. So cool. And I think that was all the things. Let's go over to
all right.
Crypto Slam and see what is happening. See, let me pull up Magic Eden too and I want to see how they match.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, because it's interesting. Magic Eden says Fraganas did 50 million, and Crypto Slam, I gotta do 7 days, sorry, says they did 4.5 million.
Wait, what is the difference?
Yeah, extreme difference. So Crypto Slam, and I'm gonna figure it out for next week what the discrepancy is. Maybe Crypto Slam isn't reading all of the marketplaces, but 7-day volume on the Fragana says 55 million. So I don't really know.
55 versus 4.
Yeah, it says 50 versus 4.5.
Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
So, And then ink comes up as number 2, so which it's a little better for this because on Crypto Slam, it's where it's uncategorized ordinals, BRC20s, and Gigo BRC20s are 1, 2, and 3. So one of those is probably Runestones, which is number 4 on the list at 15.5 million. There are definitely discrepancies in the stats here.
Okay, maybe you read the Magic Eden one.
So the Magic Eden one, right. I like the Magic Eden one. The only thing that it misses is things like the D Market and Gods Unchained, because it doesn't have those blockchains. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I am going to go through, because Magic Eden, all chains, is the only thing it's missing is those other things, which is nice to see those too. So we're going to do both. I'm going to keep looking at Crypto Slam. But for the top 10 projects, I am going to read through Magic Eden because I think that actually fits a little bit more into what we kind of wanted from this. But number 1 is Frogana. Number 2 is Ink, which we just talked about with Swicky.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is Bored Ape Yacht Club. Number 4 is the Runestones, which is the Leonidas one that has 100,000 of them. That's on Bitcoin.
Okay.
Number 5 is Pudgy. Number 6 is Azuki. And by the way, this is top collections by sales volume over the last 7 days, like we always do. Number 7 is something on Solana called Mutant Mon, and it looks like a
Jamaican mutant.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Mutant Mon.
And they look like Pixelmon, honestly.
Okay.
And they're the floor is 1.7 sols, so the floor is like whatever that is, $350. But they're high volume, obviously. Let's see. That looks like one that's not going to be around. Number 8 is Mad Lads, which is one of the number 1 Solana projects. The floor on that's 27,000.
Mad Lads.
Yeah, Mad Lads.
Oh,
they've been
Mad
around. That's been one of the top projects on Solana for a long time. They're like builders doing real stuff. People talk really highly of that team, the Mad Lads. Mutants are number 9, and the Bitcoin Puppets are number 10. You know the Bitcoin Puppets, beautiful art.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just shocked that Mutants is number 9. I thought they're down to 2 ETH.
Well, I think it's a lot of farming dollars. I think this probably counts. I don't know what the difference is of what they count on here versus what they count. Because it says 8.9 million in volume on Magic Eden's website and 2.5 million on Crypto Slam. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going to ask around.
Well, anyway, regardless, there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
That is the news for the week. And yeah, it's been fun episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.